I think there's a great deal in the psychological effect of a movie that comes from the soundtrack. So for me, the sound is very, very important. It's half the movie. I've always had the sound designer working on the picture from the very beginning. Ben Burt created the sound for the laser sword that really affected how I approached the laser sword fight.
Fantasy like Star Wars requires the complete fabrication of a complete sound world, from footsteps to exploding space stations.
Ben's sounds, they're really unique, and he has just a great library of sound that he's worked with and great experience and great knowledge in that area of the artistic development of sound.
Matthew would work on episode 1, setting up the whole sound design workstation that I was to use. He was my mentor and teacher to get me started. As I, Rip Van Winkle, woke up in the future and sound had gone from the moviola analog audio to the Pro Tools and being digital.
I provide him raw sound effects elements. We're revving it to the next level with the film. Let's do it with sound too.
This is the only flying example of a Vickers Vimy in the world. This was the B-1 bomber of World War I.
Ben has a huge amount of plane recordings, and a lot of those plane recordings have actually ended up as spacecraft in the Star Wars universe. Just wanted to get it. He knew it was something unique that didn't exist everywhere. I just have all the major parts of the movie in my mind and what we need to record and what elements I can provide for Ben. Pretty amazing, huh? I'll get a takeoff and landing, and then I also want just a couple of bys. So while I'm there, if you know, maybe just one or two just like going by me, and then a circle. Could we do that? You know, you're going over me so I can get the Doppler effect of the, you know.
Okay.
Check, 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 check. It's totally unique. They've got those giant wood propellers. Hopefully they're gonna oscillate in some way that's gonna sound unique. I'll try to get as many different types of sounds that it makes. That's amazing. And then all these metal struts here will be dragging in the wind. That can make a nice sound. If I just stayed at those fence posts and walk about, you said a mile out there?
About a mile, yeah.
Yeah.
Brakes work on this thing now?
Yeah.
They do?
Brakes work good.
Are we ready? Anything unique we can get for the Star Wars movie. Hey, are we in a good location? Don't want to get him like right when he's leaving the ground.
The famous thing about this airplane, it's the first airplane to fly across the Atlantic Ocean nonstop, first airplane to fly from England to Australia, and the first airplane to fly from England to South Africa.
It does have a really interesting sound. It's like a giant car.
Many of the best sounds are not things that you think of and imagine and then go out and search for, but rather discoveries you make.
Sound is happening all the time, so you're gonna get something. But a lot of the stuff that you get is unexpected. Cool. The basic things that you always need to record, especially for the Star Wars movies, are like, you need vehicles, you need pass-bys. You know, it might be the base sound, might be Obi-Wan's ship. No one is really going to be able to identify it as a plane, especially after Ben gets done tweaking it out.
The end result of a motion picture is a great combination of picture and sound working together to most effectively and dramatically tell the story.
Yeah, that was perfect. I got a really interesting sound out of there, and it's going to end up in the film, I bet. Cool.